She says names, let the marble get quiet.
When the C says names, let the marble get quiet. White road, black stone, sought in the choir. From Lampedusa graves to the invoice gate, mercy walks in before flags get raised. Hands on the ground where the lost went under. Prayer in the wind, then a knock like thunder. If borders got walls, let the heart get wider. C says names,
let the marble get quiet.
He stood where the candles lean hard in the breeze, where the waves keep receipts that the world never reads. Lampedusa was hushed, but the hush had a sound like a mother still calling through the bones in the ground. No podium glow, no polished parade, just lilies in stone, just a fisherman's shade, just sandals on dust and a rosary swing, while the harbor kept humming what sorrow can sing. Black water whisper, remember my young. Old nets in the corner, no anthem was sung. Across by the coast with the rust in his veins, held stories too heavy for paper and frames. He prayed for the nameless, the found, the unknown, for the shoes with no feet, for the coast with no home, for the child in the current, the father who tried, for the prayers packed tight for a perilous ride. Then the road turned official, the air changed tone, from cemetery silence to a resident stone. American envoy with the curtains drawn wide, diplomatic handshakes, but the sea came inside. He carried that gravel, that grief, that shore, not in a suitcase but deep in his core. In every room tremble when compassion arrived, like the dead is sent word to defend the alive. When the sea says names, let the marble get quiet. White road, black stone,
salt in the quiet.
from Lampedusa graves to the invoice gate, mercy walks in before flags get raised. Hands on the ground where the lost went under. Prayer in the wind, then a knock like thunder. If borders got walls, let the heart get wider. C says names,
let the marble get
at the ambassador's table, the silverware shone, but the tide on his cuff made the room feel less sewn. Talk visas and vows, talk shelter and law, but his paws had a pull that the policy saw. He said, every map is a promise we bend. If the line stops a wound from receiving the friend, if the gate gets a halo but the hungry get rained, then the flag needs a mirror and the law needs a name. Outside, colors were climbing the air. Inside, conscience was pulling the chair. No speech for applause, no thunderous boast, just a shepherd with ash from a grave by the coast. The envoy looked down, then the windows looked wide, like the harbor was knocking from the other side. And the room had to answer, not later but now, not with slogans engraved but with bread and the vows. Some came with paper, some came with scars, some follow rumors, some follow stars, some fled from rifles, some fled from flames, some lost every photo but held to a name. He said, call them people before you call them a wave. No soul is illegal when it begs to be saved. The sea is not bordered, it's memory, emotion, and mercy's the bridge between nation and ocean.
When the sea says names, let the marble get quiet. White road, black stones,
Salt in the choir,
from Lampedusa grave to the invoice gate, mercy walks in before flags get raised. Hands on the ground where the lost went under.
prayer in the wind,
Then a knock like thunder. If borders got
let the
walls,
heart get wider.
she says
Let the
names.
marble get
Now every harbor got ears if you listen with care. Every passport got weight in the tremble of prayer. Every embassy lamp, every chapel bell tone, got a question inside, who gets called home? The Pope left the meeting but the message stayed lit, like a candle in glass that refuses to quit. From the grave to the gate, from the shore to the state, love walked in low and made power stand straight. So lower the volume when the headlines ignite. There were names in the water, there were souls in the night. Let the powerful ponder, let the comfortable shift, let the table grow longer, let the closed hand lift. For the ones who were swallowed by the cold blue mouth, for the ones still walking from the east and the south, for the ones at the fence with the dream in their chest. Let mercy be policy, not just a guess.
When the sea says names,
Let the marble get quiet.
white road, black stones,
Salt in the choir,
from Lampedusa grave,
to the invoice gate,
mercy walks in
before